To start with, I wanted to ask you about your experience around feedback, because it's one of the things that comes up in my workshops when I'm doing difficult conversations. It just naturally comes up. People find it hard. And I guess I wanted to ask you, what's your thoughts about receiving positive feedback?
I think the main thing that we don't do very well, especially when you're much younger, is that you don't accept feedback very well. So I think one of the key things that I've learned, if somebody has taken the opportunity to let you know up front that you've done a good job, then you really got to own that and sort of say thank you and treat it like the gift that it is, rather than just saying, oh no, I was lucky, or it was nothing. It's really important that you say thank you and accept the compliment.
And appreciate it for what's been said.
Yeah, that's right.
And that can be challenging at times, can't it? Because we get uncomfortable about being in the spotlight. Especially for me, I resonate with that. In my younger days, felt uncomfortable.
Well, the thing about feedback is that it's very, very rare that you're prepared that you're going to get it. It's usually a surprise, somebody will kind of say it off the cuff, or you might hear it second or third hand. So you're never prepared for it, and you've got to kind of learn to deal with it in a way that's gracious, I think.
And you have to consider that in the context of whether the person that you're giving the feedback to is an introvert or an extrovert.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
So I think that's something we need to consider. So thank you. I really appreciate your comments, and I relate to them, through my life and my experiences in the workplace as well.